another episode of Best of All Bets. And today I will be your host, Wanjiko Willie, and with me to analyze this weekend's bets, it's Saran. Yes. And before we get into this weekend's games, he will help us analyze or go through last weekend's games and see what we did and how far we are going. Ryan?
Thank you very much, Wanjiko Willie. To our viewers, thank you for supporting us and also always subscribing and also following our channel. We are going to have a review of the last 10 games, that is the best of bets 10 games of last week that I gave to you, to our viewers. 9 out of 10 games we predicted in the correct way. That is 9 out of the 10 predictions we gave went in the way that we predicted. So we are glad and we are happy for those who are coming to our inboxes, commenting in our YouTube channel that they won a good amount of money. Yes. And we also like to encourage you that to follow us for today's weekend, today's games and also tomorrow's games. So the games that were there was Liverpool versus Chelsea. That game we had predicted home team to win, that is Liverpool. That was the only game that went astray from what we predicted because it ended a draw 0-0. The other game was Coventry versus Norwich. We had predicted Norwich win and over 2.5. The game ended at Norwich winning 4-2, a correct score of 4-2. The other game was Watford versus Rotham. The prediction was 1x, that is 1 or draw, and also a GG. So coincidentally, the game went for a draw of 1-1. That is both teams scored, and also it was a 1 or draw bet. The other game was PSV versus Vitesse. The game we had predicted a 1 win, that is home team to win, PSV, and of course PSV won 1-0. The other game following the suit was Feyenoord versus Ajax. This one was a very tight game, as we had predicted, and we say that for our viewers, it was an X2, that is double chance of Ajax win or a draw. And correct to what we said, the game ended a 1-1 draw. The other game was Spezia versus Roma. We had predicted an X2, that is Roma win or a draw, and Roma won 2-0. The other game was Augsburg versus Dortmund. Dortmund, remember, were the home team. We had predicted that this game will be a high-scoring game. So we had predicted over 3.5, a GG, and also a Dortmund win. So when you look at the scoreline, Shiko, that game went to a 4-3. It was tight. It was goal. But eventually Dortmund won as we had predicted, and also the GG and over 3.5 was also a true bet. The other game was Atletico Bilbao and Real Madrid. And I remember telling our viewers very well, Bilbao do not score a goal against Real Madrid. The game we were predicting Real Madrid to win, and also an under 2.5 and also a no goal. And coincidentally, it went a 2-0 win for Real Madrid. So there was no goal, there was an under 2.5, and also Real Madrid won. The other game was Apol Nicosia versus ARK, that is Akans. And I remember saying this is a straightforward game that Apol Nicosia will win. And I also remember saying that the Cyprus League under 2.5 is always a sure bet. There are not so many goals in that league. So as I had predicted, that I remember also saying that it will be either a 1 win or a 2-0 win. And the biggest of them all, Shiko, as I had predicted, there was Arsenal versus Manchester United. I remember very well at nyinyi watu wa Mani mko mataka kupinga hapa, but we told you, like, statistics are very clear, numbers do not lie. So we had predicted that Arsenal will win, that is Arsenal will win. We had also predicted that over 2.5 is a sure bet in that game, and also a GG is also a sure bet in that game. So true to our scoreline, true to our predictions, Arsenal won the match. 3-2 was the scoreline, and kudos to all our predictions. So out of the 10, 9 were correct. The other thing was we had also an extra 10 games for our viewers to choose from also. So out of the extra 10, we had 7 correct bets, so 3 went astray. That is, 3 did not go according to what we had said. So in total, out of the 20 games we gave our viewers, 16 of them were true to what we said. So that is kudos to us, kudos to our team. We are doing a great job, and that's why we are telling our viewers. So sit ready, take your pen and paper for you to get there. Today's bets. Tumwambie leo tumwekea vitu mzuri.
Yes, just as I said. And also I think something very important our viewers should note is that any predictions to make. So it's not like we are 100% sure. But the fact that we got 17 out of 20 is inaonyesha like we are trustworthy. Like you can trust us with your decisions or not to bet on.
Something to add on also. One thing viewers should understand is that we provide the statistics, the facts, the information that is there for a game. So for you to make a decision, it's upon you to make the decision. But for you, even as we give you a prediction, we give you reasons as to why we think that that prediction will go in that way. Because we have the head-to-head, we have the form of a team, we have the position of the league. So many factors should be considered before placing a bet, and we are here to give you all those factors.
True, so especially you give your Man U and Arsenal. We Man U fans would die over time. Whatever happens. Okay, sir. I believe we are done with last week's overview. So now we'll go into this weekend's games. And the very first game that we have today, ni hiyo ya Peterborough versus Portsmouth.
Yeah. Well, also to tell our viewers, the reason as well we are the best of bets is because we give you the best odds, because most of our games are 2 points above odds. So you find like this game, Peterborough versus Portsmouth. Peterborough is at home. They are currently at position 8 with 38 points. Portsmouth are position 10 with 37 points, so a difference of 1 point. I look at their head-to-head. Peterborough has been doing so well against Portsmouth. So currently, when you look at the form, the last 5 games, you'll see that Peterborough has won 3, drawn 1, and lost 2. That is in the last 7 games. So won 3, drawn 2, lost 2 also. When you look at Portsmouth, they have been losing. They have not had a good run because they have lost 4 of their last 6 games, winning 2 and losing 4. So our prediction as the best of best is that this game will have an over 2.5, that is 3 goals and above, and also 1 win, that is Peterborough will win this game. Yeah.
Yes, and we also have 2 Berlin teams, Hertha Berlin and Union Berlin.
Yeah, another German clash. Union Berlin has surprised so many people because currently they sit at position 3 in the Bundesliga. It's unusual to see such a team there. The difference between them and Bayern is 3 points, imagine. So this tells you something, like Hertha have not been doing well. Actually in the last 5 games, in the last 6 games, they have lost 5 and only managed 1 win. When look at the other Berlin side, that is Union Berlin, out of the 6 games, they have won 3, drawn 1 and lost 1. So that tells you that they are on a good run. They sit at position 3 with 33 points, 3 behind leaders, that is Bayern Munich with 36 points. A win for them will take them tied with points with Bayern at the top. So they are motivated to win, and our prediction as the best of bets is take this money, that is Union Berlin win, a straight away win.
Okay, and to our third game, the Basel versus
Lausanne. So Basel versus Lausanne, this is the Switzerland League. Basel currently sit at position 5. And also Lausanne sit at position 6. So we are the best of best because we give you the tiebreakers among the teams that are neck to neck. Because when you look at this one, Hertha, Peterborough and Portsmouth, position 8 and 10. Look at Basel and Lausanne, now it is 5 and 6. A difference of also 1 point because Basel have 22 points, whereas Lausanne has 21 points. So position 5 and position 6 are meeting. When you look at their form, Basel have won just 2 of their last 6 games, drawing 2 and also losing 2. Whereas Lausanne have won 2 of the last games, also drawn 2 and also lost 2. So they are like neck to neck, also in the form. Both have won 2 games, drawn 2 and lost 2 respectively. When you look at their head-to-head, so there's one key factor that we have considered as the best of bets. Lausanne has not managed a win in the last 14 games against Basel. So when they visit Basel, it is a loss or a draw. The best they have managed is a draw. So our prediction as the best of best is that Basel will win that game. So we are giving Basel win and over 2.5. Remember, goals also tend to be part of the game in the Switzerland League. So teams are always scoring. So it's over 2.5 for our viewers, and also Basel win.
Yes, very interesting. And on to our fourth game, that is AEK versus Apple.
So AEK Larnaca, that is the Cyprus League versus Apol Nicosia. Remember, Apol Nicosia was in our last prediction, and they gave our viewers a lot of money because I remember even predicting the scoreline of 2-0 and they won 2-0. So you look at this game, Larnaca versus Apol Nicosia. That is number 1, number 2. This is a tight game, and our viewers can confirm that we are giving you the odds that are neck to neck kama teams zinakaa ndio ngumu sana kupredict kwa sababu unaangalia this is number 1 number 2 in the league. Lanaka is currently position 1 with 47 points. Apollo Nicosia is position 2 with 46 points. So you look at them, the last 5 games, Lanaka has won 4 and drawn 1, whereas Apollo Nicosia has won 4 and lost 1. So in those games, you'll see that our prediction is based on how they play against each other. In the last head-to-head games, like when they face each other, Lanaka has not won against Apollo Nicosia. So they have drawn 2 games and Apollo Nicosia has won 3 games. You look at the form, and the main target here for Apollo Nicosia will be a win will take them to position 1 and also above Lanaka. So our prediction as the best of bets is that Apollo Nicosia will win the game. That is another win for Apollo Nicosia, but 2 win, that is our prediction.
So you feel like that game is one to look out for? One to look out
for, because the odds are very good actually. It is 2.6 for Lanaka, it is 2.5 for Apollo Nicosia. So 2.5 is a good odd to take home. If you stake your 1,000 there, that is 2,000.
At the end of the day, go home with a lot of money. Okay, on to our 5th game, we have that of Charlton versus Bolton.
Yeah, something we forgot to tell our viewers. Charlton versus Bolton, this is the 5th game, and also this is the last game for Saturday, that is for today.
Yes.
So Charlton versus Bolton, among the 10 best odds that are best teams that we are giving you, 5 will be for Saturday and 5 will be for tomorrow. So we're in the last game for today, that is Charlton versus Bolton. This English League 1 tie between Charlton and Bolton. Charlton currently are not doing that bad, but they are not that good also because they have won the last 3 games. Before that, they had lost and also a drew. When you look at Bolton, they have won 3 out of the last also. They have drawn 1 and lost 1. So currently, Charlton are at position 14 and Bolton are at position 5. If Bolton wins, they'll take them tie points with position 3, that is Derby County. So they are motivated to win. And also, another key factor to note is that Bolton has won the 3 last games against Charlton. So Charlton has not managed a win or a draw. So the last head-to-head fixture, that is the recent, from 2021-2022, Bolton has won all the games. So we are predicting that Bolton will win that game. So it is a 2 win, and also over 2.5 is also a good bet for our viewers. But Bolton are winning. So those are the 5 best bets of today, that is Saturday. So I believe the next 5 games will be for tomorrow on Sunday.
Yes, for Sunday. Sunday's game, that is tomorrow. And on our first game for tomorrow, that will be Lazio versus Fiorentina. Yes.
So Serie A, a very tight league. Actually, Napoli are top of the table in that league. They have a 12-point lead gap between them and the other teams. So close to them is Lazio, who is at position 3, at 37 points, and is playing number 12, that is Fiorentina, who has 23 points this season. So you look at Lazio, they're coming out from a big win. They hammered AC Milan 4-0 in the midweek clash. So that one wasn't predicted so much, but I think this will motivate them so much in coming into this game. Looking at their form, they have also been doing so well. They have had 4 wins in the last 5 games. Fiorentina, on the other side, they have managed 2 wins in the last 5 games, also drawing 1 and also losing 2. So you look at that game, a win for Lazio will take them to 2nd place, because as I've told our viewers, they currently sit at position 3. So the other key factor to note is that in the last 3 games, Lazio has not lost against Fiorentina, especially when they're at home. They don't lose to Fiorentina. So with putting in mind the motivation factor of hammering AC Milan, the eagerness of coming on to be the 2nd best team, like being at position 2 and all that, we are predicting a Lazio win. So Lazio will win. I remember also this is also another 2-point-something odd. So Lazio win. Take it to the bank.
That are you very sure. On to our next game, that is Twente versus Feyenoord.
So FC Twente versus Feyenoord. Wow, this is another clash of the Netherlands league. So it's a position 4 versus position 1. So Feyenoord is currently top of the league, whereas Feyenoord has managed 41 points this season so far. Feyenoord, Twente on the other side has 35 points at position 4. When you look at their last form, you find that Twente has managed just 3 wins in the last 6 games. The rest are draw. So 3 wins, 3 draw. Feyenoord on the other side, they managed to slip against Ajax, who is at position 2 last game, because they went to a 1-1 draw in the league. Before that, they had won their previous 4 games. So you look at this game and you see that there's another very important statistic to note in that in the last 7 visits to Twente, Feyenoord has not lost. So when Twente is at home, so remember Feyenoord is the away team, that is they are the visitors, and they have not lost in this ground in the last 7 years. So it is either a win or a draw. So to our viewers, we are giving you 3+ goals, that is GG over 2.5, and Feyenoord are winning this game. Probably a scoreline of 2-1 or 3-1.
And another game that seems to interest a lot of people is that of Napoli versus Roma.
Wow, this is a very, very interesting clash. This will be probably the game of the weekend, Napoli versus Roma. Remember, we do not have the English Premier League. We have the FA Cup going on in England. So we are looking at the other leagues and we see Napoli versus Roma is the biggest clash of the weekend. Napoli, because they are number 1, top of the summit with a point difference of 12 points. Imagine they have, between them and number 2, there's a 12-point difference.
Wow.
So these guys are serious. They want to end a 33-year-old drought of the Serie A. They have not won the Serie A in the 33 years or so.
Oh, so this could be their year.
This could be their year, as you say. Looking at their form, they are currently doing well. They have won 4 of their last 5 games. Whereas when you look at Roma, they are also doing well because in the last 5 games they have won 4 and drawn 1. So the special one is not doing that bad, although he's currently at position. He's not at the best. Roma are not at their best currently, but they're not doing that bad. However, when you look at their head-to-head individual, you find that in the last 5 games, Napoli has not lost to Roma. So they have drawn 2, and Napoli has won 3. So this clash tells you that Napoli are serious. I would say Napoli are serious title challengers, or they could go for this. And I think them beating Roma will be a statement that they are serious about taking this league. Yes. And from our analysis, or from the facts that we have had, though there is another special fact that Spalletti, the Napoli coach, has not won against Mourinho in the last 4 or 5 games they have met. Actually, in the last 7, he has only managed 1 win. However, basing in mind the form that Napoli is in, they have a striker, the Nigerian Onsime, who has been outstanding this season, and he has been their main man, and they are scoring so many goals. They are doing well defensively, and they are serious about the league. So I'll predict that our prediction is that Napoli will edge out Roma. They will win against Roma. Probably there will be a GG, but Napoli will win at the end of the day.
Yes, definitely a game to watch out for. And onto our 9th game, that is the 4th game on Sunday.
Yeah.
We have Leverkusen versus Dortmund.
So Leverkusen versus Dortmund, another major clash in the Bundesliga. I remember Leverkusen and Dortmund. This one has always been one of the heated games in Germany. And also another good thing about the game is that it has always been a high-scoring game. Like so many goals are rushing in that game. So you remember that currently Dortmund are at position 5. This is not their usual position because at most of the time tumezoea Bayern number 1, Dortmund number 2, but currently wako number 5. We have the teams like Freiburg and the Union Berlin which are doing so well. So Dortmund find themselves at position 5, whereas Bayern Leverkusen find themselves at position 8 with 24 points. Dortmund have 31 points, 5 adrift of Bayern, the league leaders. So you look at this game and you see that Leverkusen has been the most informed team after the World Cup. Like after World Cup imeisha tumerudi ligi, Leverkusen have won all their games. The last game they edged out Borussia Mönchengladbach 3-2 and they were away. So you look at also Dortmund are also doing that good, although not that good, but they're not that bad either. We cannot complain so much about them. So they're trying to catch up with the leaders. So you look at this game, in the last 6 games against each other, they have not been a draw. So one team must win. Whichever team, one team must win. So coincidentally it's a 3-3. Bayer Leverkusen has won 3, Dortmund has won 3. Wow. So this one is a tiebreaker. This one we are leaving it to our viewers because the prediction that we are giving you is 1 win or 2 win. So you choose. But we are giving you, if you are to bet, double chance will be 1 or 2. So either of the teams will win. But the surest bet we are giving you is that GG and over 2.5 is a sure bet for that game. Because these guys score a lot of goals against each other. So if I find a game 4-3, 3-2, 2-2, that is always the scoreline. So most goals. But for the safest bet, GG over 2.5. If we are going for a win, it's either of the team to win. Dortmund win or Bayer Leverkusen win.
because it seems this weekend we'll have a lot of games to look out for. Yes. So on to our fifth game on Sunday. We'll have the last game that we're actually analyzing for Sunday, but we'll also have other games that will show you that we have also analyzed. But we have Real Madrid versus Real Sociedad.
So this is the last game of our best of best 10 games of the week. So we have Real Madrid versus Real Sociedad. So this is position 2 in La Liga versus position 3. 41 points for Real Madrid, 38 points for Real Sociedad. So a difference of 3 points. A win for Real Sociedad will bring them tie with Real Madrid. A win for Real Madrid will take them tie with Barcelona at the top of the league. So this is so interesting. This is a game to look out. This is a game to watch, and also this is a game to stake your money on. Because the fact that we bring in is that one, you find that Real Madrid has won the last 5 games. They've been on a winning streak. Remember in the midweek they had a cup clash against Atletico Madrid. They were training at halftime, but they came back and won the game at extra time, beating them 3-1. So this is a very good game for Real Madrid and also Real Sociedad. Real Sociedad on the other side, they had a very tough midweek because they lost to Barcelona 1-0, which was a very tight game and a very controversial game because remember they were red carded very early in the game, and also it was contentious red card because the referee, tuseme tu referee alifanya mambo yake, but Real Sociedad are so good this season. Before that they had won all their matches. That the previous 4 or 5 games they had won them. So you look at this game, the predictions that we are giving to our viewers is that there will be so many goals in this game. So it is an over 2.5 and also a GG. But when you look at the head-to-head, Real Madrid versus Real Sociedad, Real Madrid has been doing so well against Real Sociedad. So sorry to Real Sociedad, they have been doing so well, but Real Madrid is winning. So our viewers, Real Madrid win over 2.5 and GG. Yeah.
Well, that has been the best 10 games that we have this weekend that we have analyzed for you. But like we said earlier, we have analyzed 20 games for you, but we take the top 10, then the other 10 will show you in our magic word in the next few minutes. But as for now, I hope you also remember that the first 5 games that we have analyzed are today's games, that is on Saturday. Then the other 5 games, that is the games from Fiorentina to the last game that we have analyzed of Real Madrid, are the games that will be happening on Sunday. So I do hope that you're with me till then. But is there anything else you'd like to add?
All I would like to say is like our viewers should follow what we are saying. These statistics are true. These are facts that we have analyzed all through the week. Remember, we only come. The show only happens on Saturday. Yeah. So from Monday to Friday, we have been analyzing, looking for those key factors to consider when placing your bets. So we are giving you at least confidence in where you place your bets and where you put your money. So let us watch out. We also have other 10 games for them to choose from. So we have analyzed an extra 10 games also. And remember, we are telling you that these odds are so high that even if you take 2 games alone, that is, you have over 5 point something odds. So if you have an odd of 5, even placing 100 bob, you have 400 or 500 with you. So take note of whatever we are giving you, and also remember always to follow, like, subscribe, and follow us across all our platforms. That is, we are in social media, we are in Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and all that.
Yes.
So welcome back our viewers. I remember we also have the extra 10 games that we told you. So having given you the best of bets 10 games, we have another 10 extra games, that is from number 11 to 20. And remember, from 11 to 15, that is today's games on Saturday, and then 16 to 20, tomorrow games on Sunday. So our first game is Marseille versus Monaco. This is a Ligue 1 clash of France. Remember, Marseille are at position 3 with 42 points, and then Monaco are position 4 with 37 points. So you look at their form, Monaco has won just 2 of their last 5 games, also drawing 2 and losing 1. Marseille on the other side, they have been formed. They have won all their last 5 games. So this is a very tight clash. The best we are giving you is GG. And we have also said that it is an X2. So the reason as to why we are saying is an X2 is because Monaco are undefeated against Marseille in their last 3 games. So Monaco will have an edge over Marseille, and it will also be a GG. So both teams will score in that game. The other game is Getafe versus Betis. Betis are currently doing well in the La Liga, that is the Spanish league. They're currently at position 6 with 28 points, whereas Getafe, they're at position 16 with 17 points. So a win for Betis will put them closer to position 4, that is the Champions League spot. So you look at that game and we are giving you a straight win for Betis. Very good odd, that is over, the odds are over 2 point something, so it's a very good game to bet on. So Betis win. The other game is the clash of Hoffenheim versus Borussia Mönchengladbach. This is a very tight game. When you look at both teams, they are doing currently not that well because Borussia Mönchengladbach are currently at position 9, whereas Hoffenheim are at position 13. So you look at their last games and you see that Borussia Mönchengladbach has lost 2 of their last 5 games, winning 3. Hoffenheim on the other side have not won in their last 5 games. So we are giving you a prediction of X2 and also over 2.5. This game has always been a high scoring game. So both teams have been scoring so many goals against each other. So the other game is Hull City versus QPR. We have given a straightforward win for QPR. The reason as to why we are doing that is because QPR are currently doing so well as compared to Hull City in the league. You look at them, we have a position 16 and a position 13 going head to head. In the last 9 games they have played, at least a goal has been scored in the first half. So if you want to bet also, you could say first half over 0.5, so at least 1 goal will be scored in the game. The other thing is that this game has always been high scoring, so it is over 2.5. A scoreline of 2-1 or 3-1 for QPR. The other game is Girona versus Barcelona. So you look at Girona versus Barcelona, it's a straightforward win for Barcelona, having maintained a very good run at the top of the La Liga. So currently they are position 1 and they look forward to maintaining that run. So we are giving Barcelona win and over 2.5. So the other game that follows is Nice versus Lille. So another League 1 clash, a very tight one. Remember, Lille is at position 7, whereas Nice is at position 10. You look at the last 5 games and you see that Nice has managed only 1 win, lost 2 and also drew 2. Lille on the other side have been doing not so well, but also not so bad, because they have won 3 games of the last 5, drawing 2. So for us, we are giving Lille a straight win. Lille look forward to at least chasing the teams at the top, the likes of PSG and Lens. So you look at the next game, it is Osasuna versus Atletico Madrid. So Osasuna versus Atletico Madrid is a very tight game, but we are edging out Atletico Madrid to win. The other thing about the league is that Atletico do not score so many goals, so it is under 3.5. So the maximum goals that can be scored in that game is 3. So under 3.5 and also Atletico Madrid win. So the other game is Ajaccio versus Lyon. So it's also another France League clash between Ajaccio and Lille. So you look at them, currently Lyon is at position 9. This is not their usual position. Lyon is a team that always finds itself at position 1, 2 or 3 or 4. So among the top 4, but currently they sit at 9th. They are looking at least to chase those teams ahead of them. And you look at Ajaccio, they are currently at position 18. That is the relegation place. So in their previous 5 games, over 3.5 goals have been scored. So it is a high scoring game. And you also find that predictions that Lyon will win, because they look at maintaining, at least chasing those teams at the top of the league. And also over 2.5 and also GG, it's also a good bet for you. So Lyon win, GG and over 2.5. The other game is Celta versus Atletico Bilbao. If you look at Atletico Bilbao, they had a midweek clash of the Copa del Rey against Valencia, and they won away, actually thrashing Valencia 3-1. Look at Celta, they have not been doing that well because they lost their last game. They currently sit at position 17, whereas Atletico Bilbao sit at position 8. Atletico Bilbao will have an edge over in this game, and it's Atletico Bilbao win, that is 2 win and also over 2.5. So the last 3 games of Atletico Bilbao have seen 3 or more goals being scored. The last game is Brighton versus Liverpool. This is a very tight clash. Remember, Liverpool are looking forward to do a revenge against Brighton because they lost 3-0 to Brighton in the Premier League. This is an FA clash. Brighton are doing so well also. Currently, De Zerbi is doing a very good job at Brighton. So the team has been doing well in the league and also in the cup ties. However, we are giving an X2 prediction, that is Liverpool will win or a draw, and also a GG that both teams will score in the game. So GG and X2, Liverpool win or draw, is our prediction. So our viewers, those are all our 20 games for this weekend. We gave you the 10 best predictions, and also now we have added you an extra 10 whereby you can be able to choose from and make wise decision on where to place your bet. So these are free winning bets, and good luck to all our viewers. Good luck to all your bets.
Yes, those have been our 20 games that we have analyzed for you this weekend, and that we are hoping you will trust us enough to actually bet on what we have told you. But like we said, it's ni bahati yako. But before we close the game, the show, any final words unaweza kutuambia Ryan?
I'll say thank you to our viewers. Thank you to all of us who have been following us, subscribing, sharing, and all that. We also want to give you support that we do our best to analyze the best games. So remember, we'll also be with you this coming week. In the midweek, we have a midweek rush whereby we give you updates and news about football across and also in and out of the field. So many things are happening in the football world. So we'll also keep you updated, and also remember, our main goal is to give you the best of bets games. So at least we are giving you free bets, free odds for you to stake your money and for you to get this cash. So thank you very much, Willie. Thank you to our viewers. Have a lovely week ahead.
Yes.
And good luck to your bets.
Yes, something that he may have forgotten to mention is that the updates will be done on every Tuesday and Thursday, sorry. And until then, we'll see you again next Saturday for the bets. But for the updates, we'll have you on Tuesday. That will be Ryan who will be running the show by then. Then on Thursday, I will be with you. But every Saturday, we will be together and we will host for you this Best of All Bets show. But until then, remember to subscribe, like, and share. Follow us across all our social media platforms. That is Best of All Bets. But until then, I'm your host, Wanjiku Willie. Bye.
Bye-bye. See you.